Hello and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means we're playing Operation Aegis, our Lancer actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me as usual will be Sarah playing Vika, Patrick playing Freddy, Rappy playing Melody, Duba playing Audrey. I just realized you're in the wrong. I've got you in the wrong window. It threw me off. I thought I had him in the right window. Oh well. Jeremy playing Cortev, Carr playing Tiana, and here in a little bit, Eric will be with us to play Uriah. We've had our quota of tech problems pre-launch. I'm sure when he gets on, everything will be smooth. All right. Who would like to fill in Duba and Rappy as to what went on the last 4 weeks? All right. By base, he means the base in the city they took over. It was a temporary base set up in a school, set up by the Shinar, to examine some of the, or examine the bodies of the megafauna that you had fought previously. The ones that seem to be under the control of some of those cultists, and they don't know how they managed to control them. You guys discovered that they were controlling them with the implants, but the implants had basically self-destructed. They had nanites in them that basically gray gooed them once the creature was dead. And you got a few scans of like the skull of the creatures, but the work there was just kind of starting. You repelled a counterattack that appeared to be trying to retake the city, but in hindsight was probably a distraction, while insurgents inside attacked the base. They were attempting to rescue the scientists that y'all had captured, and any other prisoners they get their hands on. One or two of the prisoners got away, but y'all managed to keep your hands on the scientist. Right. You did get that Lancer pilot, yes. Right. Yeah. The guy with the scientist basically agreed to surrender as long as you didn't pursue his buddies that were leaving. No, it was more like we're all surrounded. Yeah, I'm surrounded. That's the trick. He's got the drugs. I don't think he actually took any of them, though. But yeah, he did get a little. He was on the verge of getting a little war crimey. But
Scooby doo doo doo.
it's only 2 weeks
I
in a
think-
row I've done that. I've turned y'all sound on now. It should be good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I think we're better now. It's confusing hearing two voices. I'm like, okay, I heard Jason. We're fine.
Yeah.
I heard Jason, and then I heard him repeat himself, and then I heard Jason, and then I heard.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm only hearing one voice repeat themselves.
All right. So to quickly re-summarize, since nobody could hear y'all summary. Union forces were taking a town. While they were doing that, you guys went to an airfield outside the town, captured a scientist that was trying to escape. He'd been brought in to study the remains of the kaiju that you had killed in the previous mission that were being controlled somehow. You gathered some information on that, didn't get a whole lot. There was an attack on the city that you repelled, but it was a distraction for insurgents inside the city to attack. They destroyed the gymnasium that was being used to house the bodies and the equipment studying them. This attack also killed basically everybody in your command structure on this mission.
Wasn't it like
yeah.
4 people?
It was
down
like
the
a
command ladder.
Yeah, granted, it's not as many people in command positions as you might have in a modern military, but
wasn't it a lieutenant or something that is now?
yes, it was like a lieutenant commander or something. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
He did a fine job, but you very much got the impression that he felt in over his head. But you prevented the scientists from escaping and managed to get back to forward base Achille with the scientists.
Well-oiled machine.
Yes. Maybe oiled with the blood of your enemies, but oiled nonetheless.
We're not specifying the lubrication.
You had a little time for downtime. Though you were told what your next mission was going to be.
We're going kaiju hunting.
Y'all are being sent way out in the boonies, away from any human habitation. Except maybe the occasional, half-crazy hermit type.
Go do war crimes out there.
Your mission is, and Melody and Audrey, when you got back to base, from whatever mission y'all were on, you were informed that you were going with the workshop as reinforcements. But you're going out to collect samples, live samples, preferably, of some of the megafauna species. Union wants to do a little of their own work to see if they can figure out what was going on here. Just one moment while I pull up my files on the megafauna. No reason I would have had them pulled up in advance.
Are the megafauna files like those? The animal books, zoo books?
No, the zoo books.
Do you get a poster if you order the full collection of the zoo books about the megafauna?
Probably, but they'd probably be written in Greek.
I ordered them
for the native language that's a derivative of Old Greek. Not that translations are really a problem when you've got AIs and stuff.
I'm gonna say, have the unit attached to my chin. I can just have it do something with my eyes.
Heck with today.
That's a whole sentence.
Yeah.
Definitely heck with today.
Oh, we have an Eric.
Just got finished. It's something in my system.
Lives.
Understand that. Send you an invite. You missed the recap, and then you missed us finding out I hadn't turned people's sound on, so we had to recap.
And then there was the
What about second
recap.
You've already had second recap.
But we need third recap.
And 11 Z's.
What about noonsies?
Afternoon afternoon recap.
Boiler
I'll
mash
just be
of-
going now.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Recap. Scientist kidnapped. Gym destroyed. Mission complete.
Well, he was there for that, so.
The recap is
Honestly,
getting shorter and less detailed.
No. Here's the recap.
Oh my god.
Scientist captured.
The recap.
Mission complete.
City attacked, and so, having recaptured the scientist, exit our heroes.
Come on, Zoom.
It's definitely taking its time.
Yeah, it is.
Tomorrow. Oh god, the images. We can see everything.
Can see too much.
All right, there we are. Let's see, Eric needs to be there. I need to be there. Sarah needs to be there. Then Decca, then Patrick. And then it put Eric back at the end for some reason.
Vika is now the storyteller.
We're screwed. Just so you guys know.
Static.
That tracks.
You will all now die from emotional damage.
Good.
No, don't underestimate this woman's capability of hitting you with emotional damage.
Oh, I know.
She's good at it.
I want you to kill me.
Well, she's the perfect DM for you then.
Let's not get back to going and hunting kaijus.
Uriah's best hobby.
Yeah.
Uriah's, for some reason, his mech is skipping. We aren't sure.
All right,
So
so
Uriah
everybody's
has
in
to
the
keep-
right window now.
Uriah's like 1-to-1 with his mech, so
It's
he's
suddenly-
probably the only one that can skip.
Everyone's suddenly realizing that Rabbit has a way to bring the kaijus home.
Yeah, they just. We
A
strapped,
leash?
yeah, we strapped the kaiju to the side of Rabbit
Wench.
just like a truck.
I have
Well-
the winch, and you just strap one onto my back.
That'd be fine if you only needed to bring home 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But you've been given a quota.
Oh, fine.
How mega are these megafauna? Like, are we
They're-
talking like we can like wrestling a bear kind of megafauna, or
Are they the size of Vika's mech?
Many species are the size of Ika's mech. There were
Oh,
rumors
gosh,
of species the size of Tiana's mech.
Oh, love it. Let's go.
I can cable winch that, but I can carry a size 2, so. But it depends on our quota.
follow-up
We just need a
questions?
very large bear trap.
Do we have tranquilizers?
Are all of our weapons set to stun?
Absolutely not.
Sir, I don't want to know the logistical nightmare and cost it would be for all of my missiles and rockets to be turned to stun.
It's just Nerf blaster.
Well, that's easy. You take the warheads off and you put, a big hard rubber.
Rubber bits on the
You're
end.
So
just
it's like hitting
firing
with a
Nerf
sap.
rockets at that time.
So
Gojira
we
is
have
not
time.
amused.
Do we have time in base before this?
Well, you had your down. You did your downtime last time. That's what y'all were doing.
Yeah. I mean, like, before we leave.
You had the time to do your downtime.
As in, he's going to go ambush Vika for a conversation.
Oh yeah. That you got.
Okay.
Yeah, they are equipping your mech with well, it's really more something your mechs will be carrying, at least those with hands. High tensile strength nets essentially.
Oh, fun.
Now, the way those will work is you'll make an attack roll to hit with them. The creature will make a hull check.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more body when you're talking about a creature, but stat-wise, it's hull.
Yeah.
If they are at full health, they have 2 accuracy on that check.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got them at half health, around half health,
It's Pokemon rules.
they make it at
Oh god, it is.
they make it at a flat roll. If you got them at around a quarter health, then they have a 2 difficulty. So you may need to beat them up a little
Pokemon
bit before you
rules.
try to net them.
Does putting a status effect on them really make it easier to catch?
Do
Do
we
they
have a
have
master
type-
net?
You do not. Nor does the net shrink them. That would be very messy.
It would.
It could shrink them, but it would also kill them, and we have a quota.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, at some point, wherever room that we happen to be in, there will be an airborne Uriah just landing on Vika.
She doesn't move for some reason. She's used to this. What?
Hey, check it.
Why are?
And he just
Why
like
are you-
swings the tablet over her shoulders to show like the new entries that he discovered. Look at.
Oh god, you got the zoo books.
see this one. He like points to like the. I'll share it with you all in Tuesday chat. But he points to this zoo cow looking thing, or this turtle cow looking thing.
Turtle cow.
Yeah, and he's like, they have domesticated versions.
I don't think they mean domesticated like a cat or a dog. I think they mean more domesticated like something we would eat in the mess hall.
You have probably eaten these things, yes.
We have probably eaten this.
This is just a Gen 2 Pokemon guide.
But pet.
Uriah, they're not gonna. They. If we can find a miniature turtle cow, we might be able to sneak it into the base. But oh god.
Oh, also, he like pats her on the head. Don't worry about that guy that was messing with you in the mess hall the other day.
What did
Before
you
mission.
do?
He may or may not exist on the base for much longer.
No murdering people.
I'm not going to be doing it.
No.
Bye! And he's off. Unless she catches him.
Why do I picture like
It's
Tex working in the area just looking over when Vika goes, no murdering?
There's one.
Honestly, they're
being
probably
pushed-
used to it.
There's one being pulled to the brig.
Yeah, but basically, what did happen to the guy that Uriah absolutely framed?
Well, it's only been a day or two, so nothing yet.
Okay, cool.
At this stage, even if they noticed right away, at this stage, they'd probably be investigating him prior to actually doing anything.
Cool.
So you'll probably find some resolution to that when you get back from the mission.
Works for me.
If we're doing quick pre-trip stuff, Vika's taking over like a small file and handing it to Cortev. Can you look at this? And you know nanites, right?
Allegedly.
Are you familiar with this?
Are you showing me the part of your ferrofluid lens?
Yeah, her not knowing it, but it does kind of have heresy.
Horus Heresy.
Horus Heresy.
Not totally, completely non-copyrighted.
There is no
Legally
correlation.
distinct.
They're legally distinct Horus heresy.
Good, as long as
Um,
we are getting this established. CA, don't you do it.
Mm-mm.
It's the Horus faction in here, and heresy as just regular heresy.
Mhm.
Correct. But yeah, he'll take a look at it. Are you showing me like are you showing me a file of your lance or like a picture or like
Probably like a scan of the ferrofluid, and maybe even just like a little vial of it.
I can take a look at this.
It showed up when we got back to the base and going over it and adding and taking away stuff and just updating things.
learned a bit from some connections I've had. I can try to pull some of those.
If it's any trouble, don't worry
It's not-
about it.
It's not any trouble. I
Okay.
am going to utilize
no
this
rush.
to learn about my. Okay. Well, have you seen your brother? It's kind of all we do here is rush.
That's all he does.
Well, I'm faster than him. I want you to tell him that later.
You two can duke that out. I'm not getting in a foot race between you two.
But no, I can take a look at this and I'll get you an update. I would scan your mech for malware just in case.
I've already done that. I've already done the,
Cool.
I didn't get hacked. It has a VPN.
Today's sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Horus VPN.
Okay.
It's not
sounds
hiding
good.
you at all.
They
I
can't
will-
break. They can't break in because we're already there.
That's their slogan. Yes, I will look into this for you.
Thank
Can't take what's already filled.
And you'll take it and he turns and his face is already dreading because he's already learned just enough about Horus from his contact.
Just imagine Cortev
A little bit
looking
of dread
into
on
the
Vika
camera.
too. Like,
Just imagine Cortev looking into the camera. Oh boy.
Looks at the camera like The Office.
All right. Does anybody else have any little something they want to do before you get underway?
Unfortunately, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head, Chief.
Nope. Ty's just doing busy work to keep her mind off stuff.
Updating the mech, make sure the legs can still carry all the missiles abound.
While y'all are getting ready to go, or while they're loading up your mechs, any of you that are there checking out your mechs, making sure that they've got that extra equipment you're supposed to be carrying.
Mhm.
Crap, I blanked on his name. Big dude in the Mad Dogs. Charlie Wayne.
Charlie Wayne.
He's been kind of moping.
Oh,
Hey, buddy, what's wrong?
yeah, Charlie, you're not your usual self.
It's nothing. It's just
The
y'all get
ladies
to
in
go
your
off.
squad turn
Bullshit.
you down.
Is
Uriah goes, did the ladies in your squad turn you down again?
What? No. You don't date within a squad. That bad juju
correct.
there.
don't get your honey where you
Correct.
get your money. That's the
Yeah.
rules.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're
Are
right.
you sad that we're going after the big monsters?
Ty hears that and just looks at like you're at what?
It's just not fair. Y'all get to go. Y'all get to go wrestle monsters. We've got a patrol mission.
Well, it's the reverse of what happened last time. We had the patrol mission. You went out and were big superstars. Now it's our turn to be big superstars out wherever we end up.
I
We
guess,
have to fight them and bring them back. We don't even get. We have to be careful fighting them.
Yeah, because we're supposed
That
to
just,
be
that just means you were doing it on hard mode.
Which means I'm getting a pet.
I swear to God, if you bring one of these home that's not meant for the mission, so help me.
Not like you'd notice.
I think that's pretty obvious.
He just grins and challenge accepted.
His size 1/2 mechs, got a trench coat, Got a size 2 kaiju hidden up under it.
What do you have there? Nothing. It's a smoothie.
It's 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yep.
Oh gosh, kaiju that's based off a cassowary.
Terrifying. Please
Yeah.
never say that
It's
again.
basically
Alright.
just a Tyrannosaurus.
More glamorous Tyrannosaurus.
Just a ferret kaiju just rolls around.
Look, my only concern is 1, your well-being, 2, a logistical nightmare, and 3, I
The
don't want to
answer is
try.
no.
Basically.
Do
1,
they?
there's usually only one person that ever actually cares about that. 2, I'm pretty good at logistics. And 3, watch me.
Do they have like actual domesticated pet style pets around here?
Just a
Oh
Like
yeah, they've got
dogs,
pets.
cats, birds.
Yes, they brought a lot of animals with them when they colonized.
Anything that kind of looks kaiju-y. Like
Well, now they on some of the islands, because there's all one big supercontinent essentially, but you've got some islands. On some of the islands, they did discover a dwarf species of the so-called turtle cows. Those
how
are the
dwarf?
ones they brought in and domesticated. They're only about the size of cows.
Only the size of cows. Okay, okay. Are there farms around here with them that we've seen maybe in passing?
Probably at a distance.
How about this? We'll see if we can do volunteer time at the Turtle Cow Ranch,
turtle cow ranch.
the Cowabunga Cow Ranch.
That's Michelangelo.
The next downtime
I am
activity is just
picturing
you two going
Vika
there.
taking Uriah on a tour of this farm at the same time that like a first grade field trip is taking place.
Both with the
Both
same
are just
excitement.
excited. Yes.
Both with the same excitement.
We go out on missions too much to have a proper pet. We can maybe,
But I mean a cow.
volunteer at the adoption agency or if they have a humane society or something.
What if you just rented one, like you bought it, but it's in the horse stables.
We don't have that kind of payment.
It's just
We don't get paid that much.
Just like put a saddle on and it goes the speed of a turtle.
Still waving the hat very enthusiastically.
Uriah looks like he's actually like fully considering this idea.
We can consider it while we're heading to the mission. I'm just saying, trying to bring one home for the purpose of a pet is a bad idea.
But what if I tame it?
Brother,
You
Mister?
get punched in the side by Ty's metal arm.
Hey.
Just stop. You're not gonna win.
But and he literally turns the tablet over and shows Ty the entire encyclopedia he's built at this point. But look at them.
She
They're
takes
adorable.
it from him and walks away.
Jesus
he has a
Christ.
backup copy of that. Don't even worry.
He full on chases her down.
She's
Okay.
She's just running away now.
Okay, just let's all get in our mechs now. Charlie, do you have to deal with this? Is this just exclusive to us?
Yeah, it's
somehow.
pretty much just y'all.
Fantastic. I just want to make sure. Great.
He says that, but then you start thinking, Charlie's probably the closest thing to a Uriah his group's got.
They're hurting him.
So he's
okay.
unaware of having to hurt anybody.
We need to talk with Doc and be like, okay, how do you herd? We just exchange hyperactivities for like a mission.
Now, before we get in the mechs and everything, Audrey is going to look at the text and like, okay, for future reference, and he points back to his mech. If you're going to want me to be more humane, you're going to have to give me some type of safety missiles to put in this sucker. I don't know what y'all want to do for fun, but just bring that up.
They look at you like, safety missiles? Well, you've got 2 of the one-use net launchers.
No, I get that. However, if we need more of something with oomph, but you want something back alive, just give it thought.
Hear from down the hall. Use concussion rounds.
Do you think these things can't tank armaments because they're pretty big, they're pretty thick?
Oh no,
It has a
Audrey.
shell.
Oh no, Audrey knows. He's just trying to bullshit them just to see if they'll actually make basically a Nerf missile just for him to test.
The head engineer's like, no. One of the junior engineers pulls out a tablet and gets a thoughtful look on his face. But if he basically wanted to, but if we had to do this, if we've got to catch these things multiple times, it might be useful.
If
But
you
don't
come
think
up with,
they don't think you're going to get anything this mission for it.
he's just like, if you come up with something, let me know. I'll happily field test it.
He points at you. I'll take you up on that.
Hey, Car.
Mm.
Does Jirai eventually just catch Ty?
Oh, probably.
Cool.
Kokei's little drone thing is floating ahead of it. Throw it to me! Throw it to me!
It's like, you don't have hands! It just keeps running.
Just throws it at Kokei's gliding thing, points off the side.
Or passes through the hologram. And then she laughs as it busts on the ground. It was the plan all
She's
along.
not trying to break it. She's just trying to keep it away from him.
Oh, Kokei was trying to break it,
Max,
though.
now.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you eventually, like, Ty is pretty quick, but no. Yeah, you with you being you and your mech being Mr. Speed, you probably catch up to her pretty quick.
At which point she is caught, tablet is taken, and hoisted over the shoulder and marched off to the bank.
Hey, why?
Nope,
Why?
you did this to yourself. Let's go.
Vika, help!
Vika is
There
seen
is
walking
no-
to her mech and praying to the heavens as she does so.
Somewhere, Freddy's sitting there, going full Sam Eagle. You're all idiots.
Alright, y'all get loaded up in your mechs. Rabbit's little drone was already docked in the mech.
She was not having any of the shit. She was just like,
No.
Rabbit's like,
Her
"Oh,
only signs
this."
of taking this lightly is the fact that her little hologram is wearing a pith helmet right now.
Cute.
Alright, so y'all load up. You get on one of the big flyers. All of your mechs on one of the flyers. Most of your support team is on the other one.
that's a big plane.
Yeah, well, there's two.
Alright.
There's two of the big flyers.
Are we
just
on
saying.
one separate one from our mechs, or are we on the one with our mechs?
You're on the one with your mechs.
Okay, I
And
was
then
like, how
most of the
big is
support,
this?
most of the support team, not all of them, but most of them are on the other one with their equipment.
Gotcha.
And that's the
Okay.
thing, like the long-term containment, which looks like huge storage crates, but it's got all kinds of equipment inside to keep the things docile or tranquilized on the trip back.
I just picture those large, like, glass structures from XCOM.
I've seen Jurassic Park. This can go nothing but well.
Yeah, no kidding.
It will be fine.
On the flight over, I will scan the stuff that Vika gave me. Just knowing the answer, but verifying anyway.
All right, give me a roll.
Yeah.
You've got some kind of science or something.
I don't think I have
don't know what tags
a
you got.
science per se.
Do you have a bonus for being Horacy?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me bring up my narrative profile. There it is. Not necessarily. I have Hacker Fix is the closest thing I might have.
Yeah, just give me a straight roll, I guess.
Yep. That's gonna be a 13.
Okay. So it's over a 10.
Yep.
You would need a full set of equipment, like, use of a little lab, which you'd have access to on the base.
Yep.
But what you can tell, this is striking you as a little horsey. There's something weird about it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything currently, but it's there.
Yep. It's just like inert almost.
That's probably the best way to put it.
Undulating in the picture.
Because let's see, how was it that your mech converted to a horse mech? You just got in it one time and then suddenly it shifted around you?
It just, yep. I got in it and I didn't even realize it was different until I got out.
Yeah, you really wish that you could go back to just before that happened to your mech and examine
Watch
it
for
to
the
see if
other
it had this inert materials on it. You don't know for sure what it means, but you're confident.
I'm sure it's fine.
Sure, it's fine.
Just put a little Robitussin on it. It'll be fine.
No, Vicks Vapor Rub.
As Hispanic, I approve.
Yep, Vicks for everything.
Yep.
And I mean everything.
Just put some Vicks on that bone that's kind of sticking out there. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
The stinging means it's working.
Correct.
All right, so y'all spend the better part of a day flying westward.
Inflict movie is Jurassic Park.
Deeper into League territory and then out of League territory into unclaimed territory. But, away from Shinar and the front lines.
And now on your left.
What's the scenery like as we're traveling this way?
The area you're going to is a lot greener than the place you've been recently. The front lines, at least the portions around Fort Base Kill and stuff, is a very arid area. Things are a bit greener, a lot more farmland, pasture land sort of stuff around the main base. Where y'all are stationed. Fly out this way, you pass over some just huge forests.
Huge tracts of land.
Yes. Because you're out here far enough that there hasn't really been any logging out this way. It's all but untouched by human hands.
I'll make a small cabin right there. Nobody bother me.
Like I said, there are a few people that come out and do the hermit thing or come out and set up their own little communes, that sort of thing. But you're talking about a few dozen spots like that over just over 1,000 square miles.
Yep.
And from your maps, here or there might be like a no longer used mining facility or something where they came out to kind of do geological surveys and maybe they mine a little bit, but you're not really seeing that as far as what you're passing over. You're in the air a couple of days. Well, a day and a half. Before finally landing, the landing area they chose out is grasslands, almost prairie-like. And they land you there close to where the forest opens up into prairie land. So you've got kind of access to both environments.
Okay.
Around the camp, they put up some kind of temporary walls. Nothing that would keep the creatures y'all fought before. These walls are not going to keep them out if they're determined to get in. But it should buy you enough time to mount up and be ready to defend yourself. And you see them sending out, like, they've got drones going out, keeping an eye over the area. You go over your mission, I need a commander's name. One moment.
Enrique.
Lyra
Staska.
Cole. She is the woman in charge of this.
What'd you say the name was?
Lyra Cole.
Lyra Cole. C-O-L?
Pardon?
Last name C-O-L?
Yes, C-O-L-E.
C-O-L. Okay, Cole. Okay. Got it.
She is not a Lancer.
She's a personnel person, not a Lancer person.
Yeah, she does more logistics and stuff. Though she has gone in, she's gone into the command school, but she came up through kind of the logistics area.
Alright.
And she's told you before y'all landed that she will when a fight starts, she is going to defer to you. That is your area of expertise.
I appreciate your discretion.
She is more here to keep everything organized. Slight glance at your eye and keep everybody focused. Most of the people with you are
Travels
Union.
fast.
There are a few like biologists and megafauna
Local
specialists
biologists.
that are League. Non-military specialists. Animal wranglers, that sort of thing. You notice all the professional animal wranglers are waiting for y'all to bring the animals back. They're not going out and trying to wrangle them themselves.
I ain't doing this stuff.
Maybe if I had a 2-ton pseudo armor to put on, yeah, I could go wrestle one then. So anyway, the first afternoon you're there is spent setting up the base. When it comes to setting up the walls, you guys are asked to assist in your mechs because that just makes handling the larger stuff a lot easier.
Some of them going on drones.
Yeah, they have a whole set of drones they send out to basically act as sentries. Let's see. So yeah, that pretty much takes up your first day. The next morning over breakfast, Cole reviews the mission with you. Your primary target are the samples of the and she stumbles over the word like I'm probably about to. Pulgasaurid. Which are the big ones that you fought before, the apex predators. They're the ones we know for sure the cult is using. So those are your primary targets. Though Union is interested in looking at any of the megafauna. They can compare. They can cross compare them. See if that gives them any hints about how this control was established.
And Jason, in the kind of downtime, Freddy would like to experiment with something. In some ways, just because being the mechanic and you were talking about non-lethal projectiles, Could he develop some sort of restricting foam? Essentially, basically like a little like a spray foam that expands and hardens as a means to capture the creatures.
I'm not sure you would have the equipment to do that right, out in the field. But
I mean, there's Ty's whitewash sealant that seemingly has an endless supply, but that's about all.
I'm going to say you probably won't have time to do it before y'all head out in the morning. But like, if that's what, if you want to, basically, when y'all finish up this session, because you're going to be out here in the field for a little while. This is not something y'all can accomplish super quick. But I will give y'all a little bit of downtime between sessions. So either at the end of this session or the beginning of next session, depending on exactly where we wind up stopping, you can make an attempt to see if you can jury rig something.
Okay.
And what little downtime that they have, Ty's talking to the megafauna specialists and trying to get any kind of weak points that they need to look for or things like that, or just a little bit more study on them to just trying to.
Okay. Well, the predators, the Pulgosaur, very heavily armored, weirdly heavily armored. Like, it indicates that at some point there was a predator that preyed on them.
Oh, fun.
And they're like, what in the world could have preyed on these things?
Right.
They're big, they're heavily armored. Some of them spit electrified gel, some of them spit acid.
That's concerning.
Just taking notes as they're telling her this.
They have found no evidence, and like I said, very little archaeological work has been done on this world since they've been here. So yeah, they're physically they're quite resistant. Some of them are more resistant. Some of them are, their skin secretes stuff that making them kind of resistant to acid. Others are resistant to electrical attacks. They're not really sure how many different species of them there are. They broke them down more into families based on these odd features.
Got it.
Now the Turturvaca, the turtle cows. The plating on their back, quite rough. It's their main defense against the aforementioned predators. A lot of them have softer underbellies. Unless you run into the vested turtle cows, we actually have some armor up under there too. Looks like they're wearing a little vest. She shows you pictures and it makes sense.
Yep.
And they vary in size a good bit, from species to species. Now, one thing they are on the lookout for are some of the this flying variety. The Volan sterorium, if I'm saying that right. The flying terrors. You get this whole gruesome story about the first couple of colonists killed by an animal on this, on the planet. It was one of these things the size of a small plane, basically dropping down and just snatching the full-grown guy up and flying off with it.
That man is still alive. He has tamed it. He is somewhere in this.
Well, that was centuries ago, so probably not. But hey, and the guy leans over and pats it. But hey, if that helps you sleep, that's fine. Don't worry, the sentry drones scan the sky. we've pretty well wiped them out in areas that are like regularly inhabited. But out here in the wilds, they're still playing. He goes, and not all of them are as big. Not all of them are even predators. A lot of them are also scavengers.
We all have projectiles. We're fine. Sure, one just snatching, running off with Uriah.
Now the predators, their
Adventure.
teeth are weird, and their tails have like a bony sheath on the end of them. That they can use to spear prey.
Projectile?
No. They'll land on the back of like a turtle cow and start trying to puncture through the. I'm just warning you because anything that'll get through their armor would get through your mech's armor. Where the scavenger ones, they like vomit their half digested meals on you. It's please don't come back to camp covered in that stuff.
No promises.
And those are the main species they're interested in. There are a couple of others, but they haven't been spotted in this general area. Though he does mention one that the name translates giraffe dragon. He doesn't really describe it. He says you'll probably recognize it when you see it.
Okay.
Somewhere in this space, Uriah's ears perked up.
Uriah would have the information in the stuff he's already gathered. I just don't have his page made finished yet.
Fair enough.
And like I said, you weren't going to run one tonight, so.
Ty's just getting as much information as she can, just to
Yeah.
like, this is a weak point. This is a weak point. Okay. Be careful of this. Be careful of that.
So Ty's getting the information Uriah basically hacked to get and spent his downtime for.
Probably, yeah.
No, that's fair.
Well, you have the specialist on hand, so.
No one told you to implicate that guy. You could have had this information just like this.
Ty's doing it the legitimate way. You got it faster though.
I'm also starting to think that downtime move is really meant more for illicit information.
So,
as opposed to just getting available stuff.
Yeah, he got the stuff that they won't tell Ty.
Yeah.
But so the next morning, big breakfast. The engineers had started the night before. The few that had any time after setting up the base had started setting up some of the containment units. So they are continuing to work on. They're going to work on that, and they're testing. By the time you get back with anything, they should have enough up and running to house whatever you bring back.
But by the time we get back, thing.
Assuming they don't get eaten while you're gone. Anyway. But so yeah, y'all sit out. Is there any? Well, I say that. Is there anything any of the rest of you want to do while you're here in camp? Questions for the commander. Well, she's not a commander. Questions for the mission commander.
Commanding officer.
Yeah. Questions for the CO.
There you go.
Or any of the engineers or specialists.
The net shoots. I knocked the thing out to shoot the net. Got it.
And you said these things are going to be sedated, or how do we fully intend to transport them?
They'll give you they're in the process of building. One of the engineers will pull up the schematics for the containment units. And it looks like a big shipping crate once it's closed up. except there's like equipment all on the inside. Basically, they will strap the animal down inside, and the computer will be the computer works systems, and they will be constantly monitoring their vitals and applying anesthetic as necessary.
Just
To keep
48
it either
hours of
unconscious
anesthetic.
or at least docile.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
No dinosaur is gonna charge out of the plane at 30,000 feet in the air. It's fine.
No, the plane's definitely not going to crash in a big city, and y'all have to go into the city and recapture monsters. No.
Yay.
Operation Dino Drop.
Is it on Shinar World? Oh well.
Very few people know the movie I'm talking about.
I think I've seen it.
What was the quote again?
No, it was an Operation Dumbo Drop.
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
I saw that back when it came out.
I recall.
I am that old.
I am also that old.
Don't forget to take your ibuprofen later.
Shut
I
up.
think we're all that old. Fine.
Oh, yeah, I do need to take.
I need my pills.
Pills here.
Grab those pills here. Grab.
All right. So you'll go off a hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Off we go.
If you find the body of Elmer Fudd, it was a very clever girl.
Now I can't help but picture that.
Clever
Giant
girl.
kaiju Bugs Bunny.
Oh no!
It is Big
I'm
Chungus.
shooting it to death immediately.
It's Big Chungus.
No. Car, get out.
I'll just be over here. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up a map and put y'all on a map.
This is y'all's fault. Y'all invited me.
I don't regret it most of the time. No, I don't regret it. I just have to give you heck.
I don't regret it either, but I do hold them responsible.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
I hold myself responsible as well. So
As you
it's okay. Hunting we will go. Hunting we will go.
If Uriah and Tiana are actually singing that the whole way through, Vika will turn off her comms.
No, Koke's already turned off the comms for Ty, so it just stops.
Cookie's got just big like earmuffs on to block it.
Mm.
Oops, that was not what I meant to do.
I'm seeing a lot of things.
There are a lot of things.
So many turtle cows.
I'm seeing
So
mechs that also
many
aren't
turtle cows.
ours.
That's probably left over from the last mission. We'll sort that out.
Probably, yeah.
Oh no, I see an assassin, a cataphract, and a bastion. Or is that a hornet?
That's
No,
probably
no.
one.
The turtle cows have learned to adapt, overcome.
Oh no.
The turtle
The
cows
turtle-
are inside the mechs.
The
We're
turtle
fucked.
cows are now.
A third
Uh,
faction has come to play.
I mean a
That's
fourth.
that's Pacific Rim 2 all over again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you will be entering from the right side over here. Conveniently close to where I placed your mix. Anywhere along the edge is fine.
Are these like one tall or are they two?
Those are too tall.
Mhm.
So anything here is too tall?
Yeah. The only let's see. The only ones that are like one going from here to here is one.
Sorry, I didn't see the first click from here
Down
to
down
here.
towards the body. Yeah.
Okay.
From here to here. Basically, that's a step down Well, if you just follow the river, it's 2 down and then 2 down. But any of those where you've got like a little stair step, it's 1 down and
So
then
like
1
here
down.
would be like 1 and 1 if you want to go up here.
Right.
If you want to do a cannonball, it's 2.
I have a Guardian Orochi going. That's
Okay.
just the
Yeah,
one
you
that
can have
kinda
any of your
melts
drones
off.
deployed as you start if you want. So you come across this herd of the turtle cows.
Oh, jeez.
They do move in herds.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was probably in the literature you were given. This particular species are some of the vested turtle cows.
Mhm.
The larger ones are the bulls. Were the size 1s. Are females, and there should be some size halves for calf or the babies, but I forgot to make those.
In the material, how quick were these? I assume not very fast.
They're not particularly slow. The turtle part really just comes from them being more or less reptiles
Armored.
and being armored. Though the armor is less
It's
of a
worse
turtle
than-
shell and more of like a souped up.
Armadillo.
Yes, truthfully. Osteoderms,
Yeah.
up under kind of a leathery skin. Okay, where is their movement listed? There it is. So no, most of these kaiju species are oddly quick for something this big.
Did they say anything about wanting, a pair or anything like that? Did they state any preference on if they wanted young, old, anything like that?
Just yeah.
More is more.
Well, the way we're doing that. Oh, I was just resizing. It was to fit the.
And I appreciate that because I set it out there. I was just like, okay.
I have the grid turned off because this map had its own grid.
No, I mean, fair enough.
But okay, so for the quota, and this is purely a mechanical thing, you need 10 points worth of kaiju over the course of this entire mission, not just this one session.
Throw the balls willy-nilly.
So do different sizes count as different points, or is it?
It depends more on the species. The predatory species are 2 points apiece. The herbivores or scavengers are only 1. And juveniles, like I said, there's no juveniles on this map, so don't worry about that tonight. But juveniles of any species only count for half.
Okay, there's 11 on this map.
Idea and possible planning here. Given that these are herd species, is there any particular way any of us could work around to the other side, but essentially be the capture? Essentially have the nets on standby while one group more or less forces them in the direction of the other team.
We're just like, what do you call them? Sheepdogs.
Because this is essentially how. This is like how old humans used to hunt big herd animals.
Like, herd them down into this end of the valley here? Is it cut off here, or does it, like, continue on a narrow little...
It's a narrow little something right there that keeps going. It is too narrow for the big guys to get through, though the size 1s could.
Okay.
They could also exit to the north here, though going through the trees would be difficult terrain. You know, slow them down.
We can only enter from this side, though, right?
Correct. Now, if you wanted to send somebody out ahead, I would let you do so. Try to circle around. But there's going to be stealth involved.
Send out the small ones.
Well, I could go because, well, I can actually turn. Well, I can. Well, we can even send Rabbit because I can turn it invisible.
Invisible does not mean undetected, though.
This is true.
Well, we're not. They're not. As far as we know, they're not scanning heat signatures.
I also want to point out that this is heavily untouched by people, so there's more wooded area, and I'm a size 3 mech going through the forest. I'm breaking trees.
Yeah.
So even if I'm invisible, I'm still making noise.
You go down to the woods today, you'll get a big surprise.
Well,
So if anything, I would say Ty's staying back so she doesn't frighten them with the noise until
Yeah.
or even just
until-
blocking the exit.
yeah. One of the two. I'm happy to block exit if I need to, but
Go play goalie.
I would be okay with taking a
Yeah.
turn penalty if I had to because I needed to join late.
Yeah, be the goalie.
Yeah. All right, because right now we're in the strategic phase right
That's fine.
now because we actually need to plan.
Strategery.
Because we're needing to plan out the.
Strategery.
We need to plan out the hunt.
Because, so Uriah's in a half-size mech, and he's fairly stealthy.
Yeah.
Uh,
And mind you, his suit is specifically designed to fight things bigger than he is.
yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. I want to say Melody is in a half-size mech.
If
I remember correctly.
mech, but they're currently
More hacky.
Yeah, more battlefield control when there's mechs on the field and not when there's kaiju on the field.
Yeah.
If you just changed it to work with circulatory systems, they're technically electric.
Okay, so then do we want to send Uriah to the north to herd them towards the south?
Yep.
And then do we want to try and maybe scare the ones off to the west away and just concentrate on the ones in the valley?
Oh, I have a question specifically for you, Jason.
Mhm.
As we were doing all of our prepping, could I have had them put it on my mech in such a way that a drone can take it? The net, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Still using my stats or whatever, but that's my whole shtick.
You're a safe distance away from the giant beastie.
Kind of when the drone that slaws off comes off, the net gun goes with it.
What do you have there? A gun! No!
Oh.
So the net launcher is mounted to your mech until you pop the drone, and
then
it gloops
just
off with the
slaws
drone.
off. Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. Do we just want to concentrate on the ones in the valley?
I think that's the play.
Do we want to scare off the other ones so they don't try to come and play in the valley?
Okay,
we
you're
have-
saying valley. It's stair steps down.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was stair steps
No,
coming
no.
like
Each of these
this
are
was
little.
higher.
Each of these are little waterfalls where the
Yeah. This
Okay.
area
stream is
right
hitting.
here.
I was seeing the waterfalls reversed.
Yeah, so the water's flowing this way.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
Going
back.
down.
Okay.
Were y'all sending Uriah?
I was thinking it was this was the middle, and then okay. See it now.
Cool.
I think we're gonna have Rabbit be goalie because Rabbit can just literally basically block off one of these exits.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Did the literature say anything about these guys being good climbers?
I don't think so.
Good climbers? Not necessarily. But they are on different levels of this thing, so
They got there somehow.
yep.
Mm, love that for us. Okay.
So they aren't typically aggressive, except for the bulls of the larger species that can be territorial and during mating season aggressive. Okay.
Cool.
See how it is? Are we trying just to get the ones on the second level or the middle level?
Currently, right now, we really only have the 2 net launchers, correct?
Everybody
have
has
one.
got 2
We all have a net
Everyone has
launcher.
All right, good.
You each have 2, and they can be replenished
Don't waste them.
anytime you're at base camp.
At our base, yeah.
You can go back to the beginning of the safari zone and get more balls.
I may have 3 because I have a +1 to limited systems.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
As long as you don't have any other limited systems taking up that spot.
Oh, that's just universal.
Yeah, that's the it's not systems. Which one is
Engineering.
it? Yeah, engineering on the tactical
Yeah.
profile.
It's a talent. It's a talent for your pilot, not for.
No,
not.
it's a mech skill.
Oh, excuse me.
At
Yeah, makes
every
sense.
2 points in engineering you have, you get +1 charge to all limited systems.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are y'all sending Uriah around to spook him in a particular direction?
That would be. Now you said this is a dead end right here, except for like the small one, correct?
Yeah, the small ones could escape through here. The big ones could not. They'd have to climb down here and then escape.
And this over here, it's rough terrain, but they could all fit through there. But
Right,
they
any
would
of
be
them could
slowed
fit through
down
there.
from it.
Running through the trees is just half movement, which it would be for y'all too, unless you have something that lets you ignore that.
It's our first monster hunt. Let's just
Yeah.
get messy and see what happens.
Yeah, let's have Uriah start on this end and see if he can force them down in this direction. And this way we can at least have, even if they come down here and they have limited room to escape, we could at least actually target them in there as well. And let's try to get in good position. So eventually, let's see if we can get all on near this end before we engage.
Which means they could run this way if they wanted to.
No, Uriah's. This is the area where Uriah's going to be basically ambushing from.
All right, so let's
Seeing
begin
if we
placing.
All right.
I'm back. So what's the game plan? Sorry.
We're gonna try to spook them to one end of the map and capture them.
Okay.
All right. Well, put yourself at the edge of the map, Patrick. Gotta be.
Oh, sorry. Stop that. No. There we go.
All right, so you
Beak
are
is
on the
gonna
board.
assist with the spooking.
Okay.
Because if nothing else, she can immobilize.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just gonna stab him enough that he can't move.
She can just she can just look at him immobilize.
Oh, I was thinking about the spear thing, or the lance thing.
That too, but
Stab the ferrofluid through it.
I said sit.
When I mean whoa.
When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
All right. Uriah, put yourself where you want to come in at. And if you wanted to start on
hold
this
that
north
mover here.
north end there,
Mhm.
that's going to need to see if they notice you. So roll me I guess an agility save.
Give me a. I might actually have some
Versus there.
does stuff for this.
Yeah, check, because I know you've got some stealthy stuff.
Well, that's my core power, but let me double check the rank because I did pick up the first rank of infiltrator.
Okay.
So let me double check what that does. Entering line of sight of hostile characters or moving from cover does not stop you from being hidden. You may freely pass through but not end your turn in enemy spaces. You can hide even in plain sight of enemies, but these effects immediately end when your turn ends, so you lose hidden if you're still in line of sight or out of cover at that time. Okay. As long as I roll hidden, I can move through line of sight as long as I find pieces of cover to stay hidden, it sounds like.
And what's the difficulty for your rolling hidden?
I'll take a quick action.
Oh, okay. It just triggers.
Yeah. So as long as I can, with my movement, get between pieces of cover while hidden,
With your movement, huh?
yeah, then I technically stay hidden.
All right. Then it sounds like they would make it, because it's going to be a roll made to see if you can get into that position before before it starts.
That's fair. So what'd you like me to roll then?
Well, you're hidden, so I'm going to roll for the critters. I'm just going to make one roll, not a roll for each critter.
Okay.
Using their sensors, I suppose. Oh no, their sensors are their range. It would be the range. This would be the equivalent of engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Probably want to roll a 20-sided dice on the d6s though. All right, so they got let's say a 3 plus 2 for them, so 5. No, they're peacefully grazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you are in position. Is everybody else set up where they want to be?
Oh, I have
Russ?
a question. If I'm going to be down like here playing goalie, would I have to make a stealth check if I'm purposely trying to stay away from their area? Just be within range to like block them?
Either that or you move in when the whole shindig starts.
Yeah. Because I'm purposely trying to stay away from them so I don't spook them because I'm a size 3 mech. But I also, if I need to take like a turn, like,
What I would suggest is just start here at this corner,
okay.
and then on your first move, go after Uriah, and on your first move into position.
Got it.
You can boost and try to cut them off right here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's one of y'all. I think that's a leftover nobody. Yeah. Okay. He can go away. All right. All right then. Who wants to go first?
Figured I would be if I'm spooking them.
Yeah.
I assume
Yes.
Uriah, but I didn't want to.
Trust but verify.
Yeah. Okay, so I will have started this particular scene in storm stance,
Okay.
and see if I'm spooking them.
Do not anime battle the turtles.
I'm not gonna anime battle the turtles.
I will be
You're
forced to sing. I will
already
be forced
anime
to,
bad.
If you do, I will be forced to sing the Gamera song for Mystery Science Theater.
He is really neat and filled with turtle meat.
Gamera is
See,
good
now-
to eat. He is full of turtle meat. We are eating Gamera.
Now I need to anime battle a turtle just to hear you sing that.
Oh, my lord.
But how much toughness do these trees have?
Question.
Asking
Ask me
to Kool-Aid Man
obscure
the
questions.
tree.
I can't answer the basic questions. You're asking me obscure questions.
Well, no, it's a specific effect of storm stance.
Oh no.
If I'm here to spook them and not kill them, storm stance is a great way to spook them, as it's literally, yo, me and whatever I hit and everything around us suddenly goes
Oh, it's like a thunderclap.
pretty much.
I'm with it.
Specifically, it's after hitting with this weapon while in storm stance is the effect reaction. You may immediately deal 2 kinetic to all other characters adjacent to you and your target. So you hit the tree, and then everything around us just thunderclaps with energy or whatever, and spook them.
Uriah is standing there menacingly.
Pretty much. They just see trees start toppling.
Hearing, I am the storm that is abroad.
I am sure there is something somewhere about damaging objects, but I am not finding it.
See,
There
It was
are
just rule of
specific-
cool of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
see, Jeremy gets me.
Okay, so what exactly are you trying to do to the trees? Just knock them down, or?
Pretty much.
All right, I have assigned them a hit point amount.
Okay.
So you can basically attack any weapon within the range of that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you could try, with your sword,
Well,
you could try to clear the area.
What it is I hit one, then as a reaction, everything around me and the thing I hit just takes damage.
I am visually seeing that as you doing like a swirl sort of thing.
Pretty much. Oh, dear lord. What the hell did I just do? Okay, zoom.
Nothing changed.
Don't
over
do
here.
that again. Don't do that again, zoom.
It's
Okay.
like, the hell did I
Add
do?
zoom.
Well, as I was clicking to move zoom, like move it out of the way, so I could click skirmish on CompCon, and zoom went no full screen. Like, yeah,
Oh.
go away.
All right, so you were attacking the trees around you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll. Their defense is going to be like a 5 because immobile target.
Okay. With the one auto accuracy I get from Duelist, that's a 7.
Okay.
Okay. So attack. So hit. So that's 4 damage.
All right. The trees are still standing.
Cool.
Uh,
Then
visual,
storm stance.
visually, you'd have probably knocked down, sliced through a few of the saplings and stuff.
Yeah. With storm stance reaction, that tree, everything around me, all of that takes 2 more damage.
Okay. So 4 points to the one you hit, and 2 to all the rest of them. All right.
Mm-hmm. Basically, he's making noise. Try to spook it.
Yeah, it's definitely succeeding in making noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then it's one of mine turns. This bull here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, can I also, as a quick action, say that I have put as I was going through, I put a zip line down. So I still had a quick action.
Oh yeah, if you had a quick action, you could go ahead and spin that on your zip line, sure.
Yeah, so he's just put it here.
Okay, so he can grab it and like rock it up if he needs to.
Actually, in this case, no. It's if one of them comes like charging at him.
It's a tripwire.
Literally, yeah. This is whenever size 1 or larger characters cross the space occupied by the line for the first time in a round or start their turn within one, they must succeed on an agility save or fall prone.
Okay.
It's literally a tripwire.
Yeah, yeah. That makes
So
sense.
if a bull comes charging at him, cross that line.
Brought to you by Acme.
More or less.
So the bull moves forward to about here.
Okay.
He's looking through the trees at you. He's opening his mouth and kind of bellowing. And kind of, scuffing at the ground.
Yep.
You've been studying these things. This is a threat display.
Cool.
It doesn't know what you are, but if it can just make you leave, that's good enough.
May I free action something then with this knowledge?
What is that?
So I'm about to study them. He will play a recording from the speakers of his suit to threat display back at them.
Okay, you see the bull get agitated. In fact, even the smaller ones you can see kind of react. I mean, they all were kind of moving to look when you started making a noise, and then you're bellowing back. Let's see, how much did he move? He's got just enough movement left to move up here.
Oh, give me an agility save.
And yeah, he hits the tripwire. He gets a 14.
I believe that meets my save target. Yes, it does.
Okay.
So he maybe stumbles, but
Or,
It looks real funny, but it does nothing.
he's stepping over it and just one of his feet kind of catches it just slightly and kind of twing, but not enough to trip him.
fair enough.
It's all about placement.
Mhm.
But he cannot actually reach and do anything. These things do not have projectile attacks.
Yeah. I will say, once his turn starts next round, he has to make that agility save again.
Okay, that's fair.
Because he's starting his turn in one of the squares.
All right, then it's one of y'all to go. Who wants to go second on y'all's side?
I'm gonna wait up for mine until something comes towards me.
Actually, I think Rabbit should go ahead and move and see if he can block off this route. That's just me.
Well, keep in mind, part of it was wanting to wait until they were moving that direction to have them bunched up.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until things are moving this way, because if they're like seeing Uriah and they're not doing anything, there's no point in me being there until
All right.
they're there.
Yeah. You see them all reacting to the noise. You just can't tell what they're going to do yet.
I will move up 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Get into the trees, and I'm going to. Let's go to technical profile. Active. Thank you.
Now, don't forget moving through the trees is double movement because it's difficult terrain. Not really an effect. You're just stepping into them, though. But...
Yeah, and I actually have +1 movement now. Agility, 2 points. And I will. That's it. Use a protocol. And doing my steady aim. And essentially, I'm holding an action. This has not really come up in this game setting, but I want to actually prepare to get ready to fire one of the nets as one tries to come through this area.
It feels like that should be a thing. Ah, yes,
In
prepare.
Overwatch.
It is called prepare. I
Prepare.
think. Oh wait, Overwatch.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
might be
Overwatch.
something similar to Overwatch. I don't know if it would fall under Overwatch.
Prepare the
Overwatch-
NPC. Well, this is the NPC cheat list, but prepare NPC prepares a quick action to take as a reaction using the player rules. Shooting one weapon would be a quick action, so
Yeah.
Overwatch is something moving through what is considered your threat square.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, like a reaction attack.
Yeah,
Attack of
Prepare.
opportunity.
yeah, like all weapons default have a threat range of 1 unless there's a specific threat range applied to the weapon.
Yeah.
Like I think your lance, Sarah, has like a threat range of 3. 2? Okay,
2.
yeah.
But anyway, Patrick, you can absolutely do what you want to do.
Yeah, all right.
So you get there, you get set up.
All right. I've already clicked the prepare option, so
All right. Trying to decide.
Does it look like all of them are like looking that way and getting ready to investigate that way where Uriah is?
They all, wherever they're at, kind of turn in the direction of all this noise.
Yeah.
This one here, probably if I click on the right critter, though they're pretty similar, starts moving this direction. Doesn't seem to be in like a panic. Just it's not running. It's not like it's boosting to double its movement or anything.
Investigating.
But it just trots down there where there's some more of its herd. It heard 2 bellows. Let's give all right, them boys about to fight. Let's give them their space.
So they're coming towards us on this side down here.
Yeah, that one was at least.
Okay, cool.
All right, one of y'all can go.
I can go, I suppose. Let's just set up round. I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here inside the brush. So come with me. I am going to keep my guardian drone with me, and I'm going to deploy an assassin drone. Damn it, stop tabbing out. Within scanner is 10, so put it on the rock right here. Kind of like splats there and has a little cannon, a little minigun in there.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then the point it's going to shoot is going to be right here. So when a creature within 2 bursts of, or is it 2 bursts or 1 burst? It is Floyd. It is blast 2 area.
Okay. So basically, if one of them tries to run through there,
Yeah, it gets
with the net gun or with the regular weapon.
Probably with the regular weapon. We got to get stuff to like weaken them first before we start netting them.
Okay. Well, you could get lucky with just an immediate net, but yeah.
Sure. But
then
play too many monster capture games to know how this goes.
now And I'll be back in a second. Jason Prince
Okay,
is
sure.
pitching a fit, so.
And then with my other, that was a quick tech, another quick tech, or not another. That was a quick action. I'm using the other quick action to hide where I am.
Okay. So you crash down in
Yep.
in amongst the trees.
And that'll be it for me.
All right. This bull here hears all this bellowing. And while the bellow you played is, one of the same species, they are capable of recognizing, the bellows of their members of their herd versus somebody else.
Yeah.
So he heard, basically he heard one of the family hollering, and then he heard some strange dude hollering. So
It's like, I'm gonna beat this dude's ass.
one,
This
two.
dude needs to get jumped right now.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's pushing through the trees. 5, 6, and he's free of the trees. Then he boosts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this guy is moving.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bellowing as he does it.
I don't know if you can see in the trees, buddy, but you got one. You got a chungus coming.
That's the point.
It's about to be among us.
Just
Now,
making sure you're aware,
as
buddy.
big as these guys are, would they be able to tear your tripwire down by running across it?
They have to. There actually is a rule for that. They have to specifically attack one of the endpoints.
Okay.
Let me pull it up for you real quick.
I think I
point,
vaguely
they're
remember
going
coming up
Mach
last
two.
time you used it.
Any character adjacent to the start or end point of the line can tear the line down by succeeding on a hull check as a quick action or by successfully performing a melee attack against either end. The line has 1 HP and evasion 10.
Okay.
Destroying the zip line in this way does not destroy the system, otherwise the line lasts until you use the system again.
Okay,
It's
fair.
deployable.
Mhm.
I can fuck with it. I can make an electric tripwire.
Yeah?
All right. Anyway, like I said, these guys have no projectile, so he charges, but that's as far as he gets. One of y'all goes.
Oh, that's Shadow. I thought they were holding a stick. Look at the bottom. It looks like they're holding a stick.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. No, you're right. That's just Shadow. All right, back to the workshop. Who's going next? Or do I just need to call on somebody?
Ty's going last unless something moves,
Something's moved.
like towards her.
All right, so who do we have left? We've got
I'll
Vika,
go.
Melody, and Audrey left.
I'll
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
go. She will come down here. Trying to maneuver here.
Mhm.
And
And I think you climb at half speed.
yeah, but I would have enough movement when I burst.
Okay.
Because it was with the extra, it'd be like 12 hexes.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
So now they see something their size come barreling at them.
She's just gonna. She's watched enough nature documentaries as a kid. She was probably one of those kids that like dinosaurs. She's gonna threat display, like just kind of make herself as big as she can, and like the ferrofluid mantle just kind of expands a little bit.
You get a.
So it just kind of flares out, like a frilled lizard
Yeah.
popping its.
Yeah, she's not trying to attack them right yet because they haven't
Make
done
a display.
anything. Yeah, she is, however, going to toss Prime Camus's razor in case any of them do go to attack.
Okay.
get an instant message from Cortev on your HUD and your mech that says, "Get a video of your spear doing the thing, or your lance doing the thing."
Lance doing the thing.
Yeah. The
Alright, so the turtle cow here.
She might brandish it, but
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this one just saw something big show up. Gonna burst for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
sending them your way.
And it is giving a I was gonna say distressed call, not like a distress call, but like
hey guys, follow me.
but it is calling to signal danger. And that is its go.
I believe that is your cue.
Yep. Meow. That's with a boost.
All right. Well, it comes kind of skidding to a stop as something,
Even bigger.
probably one of the biggest somethings it's ever seen.
Let's just make sure I get all my actions here.
Now it gives off a call like it's in distress.
So you said these were for the females, like
Yes.
the smaller ones with the females,
Females or not full grown.
and they would probably be like not as resistant or like not as strong as the other ones. So they'd be like health wise, probably like less health and things like that.
More than most likely. Yes.
Reason?
You don't really know
Okay.
for sure. HP was not included in the file, shall we?
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'll pop it with my bolt nexus.
All right. Give me
Okay,
an attack.
Concon, you just want me to murder it? 22.
All right. So you got a 22 to hit it. Its evade is a 10.
4 damage, like, period. Energy damage.
All right. I believe you rolled a. You said a 22.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
It's a crit, but this is reliable 4. It doesn't have a dice, so I don't know if would it double the reliable 4.
The reliable is how much damage you do if you miss.
Yeah, but the thing is no matter if I miss, no matter if I hit, I still do 4 damage. My weapon specifically has reliable 4. It does not roll dice to hit.
Oh! I see.
It does not roll dice to do damage.
It's not that it just has reliable; it has a specific. Gotcha.
Yeah, it has a specific 4. Yeah.
Because I sit here going, that's not how reliables work on anything I've used. But no. Okay,
Yeah, I know.
I got you now.
This one, it's a new weapon, and like, there's no dice associated with it, so it strictly does 4 damage, hit or miss.
Okay. So you wouldn't have rolled, so there wouldn't have been a 20 anything involved. Gotcha.
Yeah. But if I hit them, it has an additional effect to
Gotcha,
the weapon.
All right, so 4 damage. It has armor, of course. So minus its armor. All right. All right, you do some damage to it.
Okay. And now it is target acquired. And that is my turn.
Okay. Let's see. This bull down here is going to move. Is it difficult terrain? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to climb up here. It's going to boost for... Ooh, that's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's as far as he can go into that terrain. So he is moving towards the direction that that is hearing the distress call of one of its herd mates. Whether he'll actually be able to get to you where you're standing is a whole other thing. I just suddenly had the weirdest thought.
Go on.
Photoshop and stuff has like that autofill
Yeah.
feature where you can kind of, expand a photo or whatever.
Yeah.
What would that do to a map?
Unfortunately.
Something to try.
No, I don't have
Walk
Photoshop.
around and find out.
Because I was just thinking it would be nice if I could have an expanded version of the map. And then I was like, wait a second. Something for another time. That's my tangent for the night.
Oh, it's not.
It's one of my tangents for the night.
There you go.
All right, so anyway, he gets here. He starts bellowing. So back to the workshop.
Think it's just
Audrey
that
and
meter
Melody.
left? Yeah.
I guess I'll go next
Okay.
and move in. 5. And that is probably all I'll do. Or just move 5.
Okay. Do you have a ranged weapon? I've completely
I
forgotten
ha-
what kind of mech you've got.
I have an autopod.
What does an autopod do?
It's a main launcher. Instead of using any kind of trigger mechanism, this weapon automatically scans for locked targets. Firing spinning razor-sharp disc upon successful IDs. Gain the autonomous assault reaction, which is the only way you can attack with the autopod.
So you have to lock on to something then.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Carr, you had said something about...
So okay, so I think something messed up on CompCon's end. So it would have only taken 1 energy damage from the first shot. Nothing, not 4, unless the crit counts. But
okay.
but the weapon specifically does not do lock on. It specifically acquires the target, so it does not like do the lock on state.
Okay. So that it is not... That was my question, was if it had lock on it that
Yeah,
Melody
I was
just didn't
looking
take
at the
advantage
weapon
of.
and I was like, wait, why is it doing 4 damage? It's not. It was. I think I had something selected wrong or something.
Okay.
Because it has a default state. When it hits, it gets a target acquired state.
Okay, so it only did 1 damage.
Yeah. So sorry.
All right, so that
New
actually
weapon.
did no visible damage. The damage isn't armor piercing, is it?
No, it's
Okay.
just energy damage.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I don't
It
think
did
that's
no
armor
apparent
piercing.
damage to the thing then. A little scorch mark.
I
on
mean,
it,
if
on
anything,
its
I
shell.
scared it. So.
Oh, you definitely scared it.
Run this way now.
Why wouldn't they just run back this way? Or jump down here where the bull is? Protection.
The bull's running up to it.
All right, is that all Melody's going to do, or is Melody going to spend a quick action to lock on?
Let's spend. Yeah. Let's do a quick action. Let's do or a. I guess a full action because they're not tech. I mean,
Hard
I'm
for a
trying to
goblin out
see.
here right now.
Huh?
It's real hard for a goblin out here right now.
Yeah, kind of is. Kind of is.
I know, I'll hack the creature. Oh.
Exactly. Can't hack the creature. So I'll actually just do a full
Gotcha.
tech lock on.
All right, and that's gotta be within range of your sensors.
20 is my sensors.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a problem then.
Oh, wow. How far
moment.
from me? Oh, yeah, because I'm like out there.
Oh yeah, you're
Everything's
more
in
than
my
welcome.
sensors.
Once again, goblin moment.
Yes, let's lock on this one.
All right, let me put a little thing on him to say that he is locked on. So he gets a little target. You know what? Just to make it more noticeable, I'm gonna put the X over them if they're locked on. And if they're dead, I'll just delete them. That way we won't miss the fact that there's a lock on. Alright, so that is Melody. Next up will be this one here. She's heard this one's distress call, but she does not actually, she wouldn't actually see the dog. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Burst for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Be getting somewhere through here, but in getting there would have passed through this drone's targeting area. So let's see, burst of 2. So when they hit here, Jeremy, your drone had like a held action basically, or a prepared action.
Did yes. That's burst 2 from there, so it will fire.
All right, what's it firing?
It is firing just a little cannon that's attached to it.
All right, evade is a 10.
Yeah, it hits. It is a 17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, how much damage does it do?
3 kinetic damage is a little.
All right, 3 kinetic. This species is resistant to kinetic.
All right.
So 3 gets
Does it
half
deal like
to
net
1.
1 damage?
So 1 damage. It has armor. It looked startled. It felt that. And it just kept moving.
That is its reaction. Can I take mine? Oh wait, no, I can't. That's different.
And now Audrey.
It goes locked on.
What's that now?
Yes.
Does the big one have the X because it's locked on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was like staring down here, like watching all this happen, and then I scrolled up and I saw the X. I'm like,
We've killed
Yeah,
one?
we killed one already.
We
It's
killed
fine.
one? Vika, what did you do?
Very
Shout
threatening.
me.
She made a threat display. It had a heart attack and fell over.
legs twitching.
It's the fainting goat all over again, but it's a fainting turtle.
Yeah. The ground shook as it fell over.
I mean, all Audrey sees is targets and silhouettes, so you know.
It is a target-rich environment.
Yep.
Unleash hell. And you know,
Murder them all.
and your buddies have hit it of these things. You know, okay, these things are fairly tough. So you probably don't have to be too worried about, you know, accidentally killing one.
I'll get on the comms and say, try something that's not kinetic, guys.
Yay, energy. But boo armor.
But here's the best part. I do explosive.
All right, so who are you exploding on? Well, first, are you moving further onto the map?
Also phrasing, but beside the point.
There is
But
nothing
yes.
innately improper about exploding.
Explosion!
What? Crap. A movement's just 5. I'll move to that one.
All right, so you walk up to the edge of the hill.
See. He'll just get on combat. All right. So how many of them are still kicking? How many of them do we need to wound?
Them and all of them.
You just start to hear what sounds like doors being flung open. Perfect target-rich environment.
I like to say it
And
like that, but go for it.
and yeah, just you know, divine punishment. Let's go.
Divine person. How dare you stand here grazing in this grassland? Not
How
bother
dare you sit
nobody.
here and graze?
Mm-mm.
Filthy
But,
aliens to be on this planet before us. How dare they? All right, so which one you said you were firing at?
Divine punishment. It goes to everybody.
Oh, that one. Now-
Who are you firing at? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you can use
Hey.
that one time a mission?
Once a mission, yeah. So just keep that in mind. We have no lancers to pillage batteries from so far.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
once this month, you get to use that.
that is fair, unless you want him to target something more specific.
Use your regular weapon.
You know what? Don't let them
No.
tell you what to do. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, do what you want to, bottom line, but we're just letting you know.
I haven't got
Yeah,
to shoot,
yeah.
shoot a weapon on my
That
man.
we
Oh,
can't
for
help
a
you do
month.
this again. That is what we are telling you.
Yeah.
On the other hand, there are a lot of targets on the board now. There may or may not be that many in the future. This might be the perfect
Also
time to
true.
use it.
Or the next battle we go up against, the entire board is full of enemies.
Against a size sick kaiju.
Do I have a template for that size token?
You do you. Bottom line, you do you, but
You do you, boo.
No, my templates only go as high as size 4.
Uh,
But I could extrapolate how much bigger the next one should be.
da, 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 da.
All right, so you're doing divine punishment or not?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No. I'll be smart. I'll just use the sure. I'm not going to pronounce this word correctly because my brain is not working.
Sharanga missiles.
Thank you, Sharanga missiles.
All right, pick a target and fire.
Oh,
Out and pray.
luckily for this one, it can attack 2 targets at a time.
Okay.
And let's see, it is range 15. Da, 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 da. Trusty ruler, go. Oh, can hit that bull up there. What's the status of this bull at the quote-unquote line we've made?
That's just a tripwire. So when he tries to move this coming, his next turn, there's a chance he'll fall prone.
Okay. And what's wrong with this one?
He has a lock on.
Oh, lock on. Okay, so the X threw me off, so I'm just like, oh.
I wanted something big enough that we would notice, and that's the only thing that shows up big on those guys.
Fair enough. We'll have the Shranga missile hit these two.
All right, so you're going to shoot those two bulls. All righty. Their evade
Yep.
is a 10.
Why is there an X on that one bull?
No, it's
Lock
Lock on.
That's what That's what I just asked.
Sorry. I was reading something else and I misheard. Didn't hear that. Sorry.
Carl was reading something
Uh,
every time I've said it.
Why don't you just put a giant bullseye or something on it? Maybe that'll maybe make it
Because
more
that's the
clear.
only thing that's big. Everything else is a little something in the corner.
Ah,
Yeah,
It's a giant
unfortunately.
bullseye on it. It'll just be, why is there a giant bullseye on that?
Yeah.
We'll do
Right.
that on purpose. now.
so
Yeah, wait, I am doing it on purpose next time, though.
I rolled a 14, so got hit in one. Okay, so 3 explosive for both.
Does that consume the lock on?
There was a
Uh,
lock on?
You can choose to use a lock on if you want to. You don't have to consume it.
Nah, I'll leave it be. Man, just do 3 damage each. now I see text on the thing and I can't. Okay, never mind. I can. Anyway, moving on.
Very good.
Very good, very good. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. See, now I have to ask the embarrassing question because I was fiddling with that. What did you roll to hit?
I rolled a 14,
All right.
and it was just 3 damage.
And it is explosive damage.
Yes, sir. It is explosive damage.
All right, so that does not trigger their resistance. But the bulls do have 3 armor, so it doesn't seem to actually do anything to them. Does make a lot of noise. Does startle them because this is not a sort of noise they're used to.
Mission accomplished.
And that is all of y'all.
I think so.
Yep.
All right. So these 4 size 1ers down here run off the map. Like the explosions, they basically it's like almost like a stampede. They just turn and charge off.
Okay.
The bulls are more aggressive. So 1. Oh wait, it's minus. Yeah, still made it though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 to get up here. And then it bursts, and 6, and then it bursts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll get right here if it doesn't fall prone. That is an agility check. It got a total of an 8. What does it need to not fall prone?
12.
And what does the prone do? It's not actually listed in the conditions.
He can't move.
So basically, he
it's,
can't move anymore this round.
Attack against prone targets with +1 accuracy. Additionally, prone characters are slowed and count as moving in difficult terrain. Characters can remove prone by standing up instead of making their standard move, unless they're immobilized. Standing up doesn't count as movement, so it doesn't trigger Overwatch or other effects.
Okay. But basically, he'd have to stand up and then burst if he wanted to actually move forward.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Though he can still move prone,
He'd be right
but
here.
it's counted as difficult terrain if he did.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
like you're
shimmy.
crawling forward.
Yeah.
Oh, I should really give them accuracy on those kind of rolls because they're quadrupeds. We won't do it today, but it's something I'll keep in mind. Think about in the future. So yeah, that was all his movement. He didn't get within range. He didn't get within biting range of you or trampling range of you. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just leaves this one then. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sees the dog standing there. And wants no part of the dog.
Valid.
1, 2,
That's a big
3,
mech.
4, 5, 6 to get down here.
That's predator sized.
And
But I mean,
oh,
the
and
better question is, what the dog doing?
Jason,
Mm-hmm.
when this guy went here, wouldn't that have triggered my prepare action?
Yes, it would have. I forgot. I remembered Jeremy's drone. I had forgotten that you had that. So yeah, you could fire a shot at him. You know, probably about the same time the drone did. So she'd actually be back here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so for range purposes, it's like, you know, well, about the same, I guess, from where you're standing. Remind me what it was you were going to shoot.
I'm actually firing one of the nets.
Okay, that's right. You were just going to go straight nets.
Yeah.
All right, so give me an attack roll to see if you hit.
Oh, and 1 second. So that's a 12. Because I did the steady aim protocol for my sharp
which gives you an accuracy.
crack shot. Yes.
All right, evade is a 10, so that definitely hits. All right, so the net
Alright.
hits. So now they have to make a hull save. They are uninjured. So that is 2 accuracy. And what is your save difficulty on your mech?
On me, hang on. Save is 12.
All right. Got a total of a 19.
Damn.
Oh yeah, rolled high on the D20.
Let me
Alright.
check one thing. Never mind.
Okay.
Because it's not counted as attack roll, right? But,
No, it's an attack roll. It is an attack roll to hit with the
Hit
net.
it.
Yeah, I'm just needing to reread how superior intellect, because I could cause it to fail, but I think it's strictly on attacks. I just need to double check. But you can keep going. Sorry.
Oh, I got you. Patrick, if you click on your token in the blue circle, I put a 1 just to remind us that you have fired one of your nets.
All right.
I believe you have 3 total though.
Correct.
All right, and that is, I think, that means that she did go ahead and make it down here where she was. And I think that's the last. So round 2. Boy, that was a long round for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, we're all here for the first time. And
That's true.
Yeah.
There is extra people involved.
There's extra people, and we did a little bit of strategizing before the round
That
actually
is fair.
started.
That is
And
fair.
we just
Yeah.
leveled up, so we have new powers and stuff that we're learning.
Still learning.
Yeah.
And apparently there were updates that altered some things.
Yeah, I got stuff I could have been using for a while. Magnetic compound.
Sarah got a new toy with Vika on her mech that didn't get updated until she fixed it. So
All right, so before this
Hang on.
round starts. Okay. Just checking for a random event. Nothing to worry about.
oh, fun.
Yeah.
I will go first.
Go for it.
She gonna come down here, make some friends?
Make some
Influence some
friends.
people.
All the friends.
No, she's just trying to immobilize them.
She just wants to pet them before Uriah gets a chance to.
Yeah, that's basically what she's rubbing it in, that she got to pet them first.
Her hands just hovering over its
Um,
head. The mech turns and looks at Uriah and then pat.
As
Pet it with his
a-
lance.
And with the lance.
Just as a question, Jason, we're not counting if I cable winch one of these guys and they don't break out of it. That's not counted as capturing them, correct? We have to net them.
Yes, because the cable widget would just keep trying to get away.
Yeah.
Where
Then
once
it
you've
has
securely
special
netted them,
juju.
it's considered netted. We're not.
Just wanted to clarify.
All right. Going to activate Pinning Spire on the one that's not downed. So I guess it would be this one.
That's the one.
So Pinning Spire on that one. It is immobilized. Just double checking it if it changed anything.
Okay.
You and one character within range 3 in line of sight become immobilized, cannot be moved in any way. For the duration, the target always considers you within range for melee attack. On any subsequent turn, you can end this effect as a protocol, or your target can end it by successfully hitting you with a ranged or melee. Condition cannot be removed any other way. So that one is immobilized until
Okay.
it lands a hit or I say it can move.
Okay. And there's no rolls
Aggressive
involved with
petting.
that.
No rolls involved with
Okay.
that.
I mean, there's a cost because now you're immobilized as well. But...
Oh, that's fine. I like being immobilized.
Oh my!
The mech does its best when it's immobilized.
That's all
She is
meant.
going to
Nothing
then,
else.
yeah, filthy people. She's going to ferrofluid lance the other one, and I have additional accuracy because it is prone.
Yes, you get an additional accuracy because it is prone.
So I have 2 accuracy on it. Just double checking. And that is a 12.
That is a hit.
All right. Three non-armor piercing, and I needed, well, a body check from it.
All right, so 3. It's not armor piercing. What type of damage is it?
I'm pretty sure it's kinetic, but I'm double checking.
Okay.
Yeah, kinetic.
All right, so none of that actually gets through.
Yeah.
But that's not really the point of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it makes a hull check.
Yes.
1924.
It is not immobilized.
Okay. Now, the one that you did immobilize can still attack you, just can't move anywhere. Correct?
Correct. It can still make attacks against me. But it can't move away from me.
Okay.
It's immobilized. It can still swing, but it can't go anywhere.
Well, he's going to swing.
Let's go.
He's going to swing for the fences. So imagine a snapping turtle the size of your mech.
Fantastic.
As far as like
I
its
love it already.
head, it snaps forward at you. Only these guys don't have beaks like a turtle does. These things have teeth.
So it's like a goose and a turtle.
You get a good look at those teeth as it's coming towards your mech. It's all like grinding teeth in the back.
I love it.
But there are sharp teeth up front, but there's a big gap between them. Almost like a hippo.
Fantastic.
Where you can go, oh, those back ones are for eating, those front ones are for, people finding out.
Not eating.
People
Silent eating.
Alright, it has 1 accuracy with its natural attack and a +2 attack bonus.
Well, actually, hippos are herbivores. Those teeth are purely for murdering people.
Yeah. Well, if you ever see one,
Strictly
you can see it's got they've got plenty of molars towards the back.
Yeah.
They have killed more people than lions. Yep,
Oh, you lucky well, except that you like to get hit.
I want to be hit. Hit me, damn it.
So 2 on the d20, 3 on the accuracy dice. So that's a 5 plus the 2 attack bonus. They got a 7. What's your evade?
Almost double. I'm a 12. Just kind
I
of.
could give it a
things.
superiority die.
You don't have to.
Okay. You only attack with those once. He moved across you, he could try to trample you, but he can't move. So that is it for him.
Machine.
So somebody in the workshop go.
I want to play 2.
I want to pet
Go
it.
for it. Go
Yep.
pet it.
We're gonna go pet it. Which one
Alright.
was? Which one were we playing with? This one? The one that got prone?
She missed that one. She's got this one immobilized, and it just tried to bite her.
Okay, cool. I'm in there somewhere.
Just dog piled in.
Yeah.
He's like cutting
Somewhere.
in line in front of Vika to try to get to that one.
Where'd
Mhm.
Uriah go? Inside its shell.
Want to pet that dog?
I do want to pet that dog.
But I'm over here.
I wish to pet this creature.
Yeah. I will protocol change to troll stance.
Okay.
And
He's
I
trolling you guys.
ha 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 ha.
We're used to this.
And I will
Pet that dog.
Yes, I will pet that dog. I will just skirmish with a Terashima blade.
Alright. Its evade is a 10.
I got a 12.
That's a hit then.
Kill. For a total of 8 damage.
Alright. Is it armor piercing?
It is.
What sort of damage is it?
It's kinetic.
Alright, so 8 damage. The kinetic cuts that in half. But all of that half goes through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm specifically using the kinetic weapon instead of the energy weapon because I'm trying to limit the damage as much as possible, but not be ineffective.
But you have hoited.
Mm-hmm. Tiny thing went shank. Aggressive petting.
Ah, wasp!
Stepped on a Lego.
Not my Lego.
Oh, that felt like a D4. Alright, well, I'm gonna let him go
drops.
next.
Okay.
He's all kinds of mad. The first thing he's going to do
Mm-hmm.
is this thing tangled around his legs. He's going to grab it with his mouth and just basically he's yanking that spot over there out of the rock.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Well, it's you can make a melee attack or a hull check. One of the two. The melee attack is him biting it. Hull check is basically forcing his way through.
Actually, I think his hull check will probably work better than his. Yeah, he gets an accuracy with the attack, though.
All right.
So he'll try to yank it out that way.
Do your thing.
Oh, that's a 13 on that dice and a 6 on that dice. Plus 2.
Yeah.
21. So since he got a crit, I'll say he yanks one way and rips that one out, and he yanks the other way and rips the other side out.
He only needed a 10. Yeah. It has 1 HP. It only needed a 10. It's gone.
Oh, that's right. Attacking it would actually be doing damage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then he will spend an action to stand up, or his regular movement to stand up.
Yep.
His other quick action will be a boost.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I will
4,
Overwatch.
5 and 6. Alright. I will move him back to where y'all are at if you manage to stop.
Oh, yeah. Overwatch as well for action.
Alright, so both of y'all get an attack on him.
Okay. Not the charge blade. Terashima blade.
Oh, come on. You can hurt him a little bit more.
You said his armor was a 10 to hit?
His evade is a 10, yes.
Just barely hit.
I
Okay.
unfortunately got a crit, but it's only kinetic damage.
Okay, so it'll be like him taking a full regular hit.
So is mine.
Alright, first things first, though. You're right. What damage did you do?
Total of 6. It is armor piercings, but it will be reduced to 3.
Alright, so he takes another 3. He's taking a
4
total of
kinetic,
7.
but I will need a hull check or a body check.
Alright, so 4 kinetic, resistance, so that's 2. Is it armor piercing?
No,
Alright, so it does not get through his armor.
just
And then the
slapping him
hull
with a
check.
newspaper.
And he got a total. Ooh, he only got a total of 10 on that whole check.
So he doesn't move.
right. So he is immobilized.
Yes.
Stop it. Get some help.
Just over here wrangling him like, yeah, get. Don't get.
Go get.
All right. Well, that was his turn. The twins have gone. So who down here on this other side of the map wants to go?
I'll go.
All I have to
All
say
right.
is that there may be some manic cackling from up there.
Just over the radio, you just hear.
Probably
Pretty
forgot to turn
much.
off the speaker after did the threat call.
Jesus.
Also probably that, yeah.
You just hear Rabbit. You're right. You left the mic on.
You're hot miking.
All right, who is going?
I'm going.
Okay.
I will move my drones. They can move 4, so I'll go 1, 2 for that one. And I'll keep this one here. And then I'm going to deploy the Annihilation Nexus.
No.
All right, that's your little area attack burst.
Yes. Crucially, it's still locked in on that same spot. It's just I'm using it for something else right now. I am assuming direct control.
Okay.
17.
Its evade is a 10.
It is a 10. Where's my? It was 2d6. Yes, or 1d6. 1d6 plus 3. That is 4 energy armor piercing.
All right, 4 energy armor piercing. So she will take that full 4.
Yep. And something I learned about the secondary attack is it's actually the second turn. It's the next turn, not this turn.
Oh,
So the next turn I could do it as a protocol.
gotcha.
But I can't do it right now. That's on me, people who watch us and are all about Lancer. All 3 of you. And from there, I will end my turn because that was my full
All right,
action.
well, in that case, she's going to go because that was very startling. In what is turning out to be a very startling afternoon.
Just came out here to have a salad with my friends.
A little fresh air, touch some grass, eat some grass.
Now there's mech oil in my salad.
There's nanites in my salad.
But hit by some sort of unnatural Horus-related energies. This is not good.
It'd be really funny if they were all like keenly aware of the different companies.
You find out that these are all nanites. It's just they're
It's a simulation.
The turtle cows are Baylors.
Oh my
Are
god.
you attempting to
Crack the shell like a
attack
walnut.
Oh, and Jason, it is almost 9:30 because we did start a little late.
Oh, I forgot about it starting late. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can quickly blow through because there's not as many things that I have to do or that I have to move. Though if anybody's got a hard limit on time, just let me know.
Really?
I'm good.
We're going to try not to go over too much. All right, so this one here just got startled. She's running away. 5, 6. I'll get her down there. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the burst as it moves. Not that it's going to do any damage, but still. Fuck. Wrong. It hits. It just doesn't do anything.
Okay.
I really have to crit on that thing to do anything.
All right, who's next on the workshop? Let's see if we can power through this turn.
All right, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's the range on these net launchers?
Oh, that's a very good question. One I had not overly thought about. Well, we'll say 10.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Fire it out of your primary weapon. Just go.
These are like extra attachments that are on y'all.
1.
Is it like a free quick action to use them?
2.
I think you said that, but I-
It's like a skirmish.
5.
Or you could barrage and shoot a net at one and a gun at something else.
Okay.
Stop that. And I will fire my net at Big Boy here. And because since I boosted this round, I now, for the first attack, count as being invisible. That's one of the new modules I got.
Okay. So you blur,
there's
it's
new
like you blur when you run.
modules?
Yeah.
Just gotta.
All right, well, give me an attack roll to see if you can hit Big Boy.
Right.
And he will give
not
a hull
today.
check to see if he can. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Rolled ass, and I couldn't take aim like I did last time.
Ah, yeah. All right, so that is 2 of your nets you've used.
So I got one left.
All right. This lady down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is off the map. Back to one of y'all.
I'll go ahead and go. Why
Mhm.
not?
Go for it.
Da-da-da-da-da. So the one with lock on. How bad's it looking?
It has taken no damage.
Taking no damage. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. We will go ahead. And I will just attack it with the Gandiva missiles. Those are actually electric.
Energy based?
Yeah.
Alright.
They're energy based.
Well, that will definitely bypass his resistance then.
Go ahead and do it. Oh shit!
Evade is a 10.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a crit.
Oh.
Just roll a 20.
Half the time it works all the time.
All right, do you roll damage for that, or does it do just an automatic amount?
No, apparently I rolled for it, and I
Okay, give it a roll.
rolled a 5 for the damage.
Now, you know with crits, you roll twice and take the highest. Or does CompCom do that automatically?
I'm assuming
Comcom
ComCom
does
just did it automatically because it says critical hit.
Okay.
ComCon does it automatically.
it.
Yeah.
All right, and
So,
it
yeah.
is. So that's 5.
Yep.
It gets through the resistance, but the damage was not armor piercing, so its armor still protects it to some degree. But it gives a yep.
Well,
And like a a little jerk like it's been tasered.
ooh, hold on. There's also something interesting I can do because one round on a critical hit with any range weapon, the Monarch may deal 3 explosive damage to a different target of your choice within range of 15 feet in line of sight.
Okay.
Ooh, 15.
So,
Range 15.
as far as I can tell, those down there fighting the twins should be within my range.
Both of them would be, yes.
Yes. I'll do the 3 explosive to whoever's the healthiest.
All right, that'll be this one right here.
Cool. So, random 3 explosive.
3 little micro missiles or something. Let's see. The big guys have an armor of 3.
Very explosive, kind of.
Yeah. So you're
Pierces through a little bit.
you're just terrifying the poor things. What is all this noise?
Oh, And there's also one other thing I can do due to certain doing to level up and anything. Because of the critical hit, this this one here with the lock on, I didn't consume it, but because it was a critical hit, it gets a knockback of 1. Doesn't say a direction, so I'll let you discreetly throw.
If it
throw
doesn't
the
say
direction.
like one, you know, like if it doesn't specifically say you get to choose, I'm assuming it's just going to be knocked back from the direction you were firing. You know, so away from you.
Fair enough.
Does it say how far?
It's just 1.
Okay.
Just one space.
So yeah, he shifts away from you. All right, then it is this cow's turn, or turtle cow's turn. And she don't want nothing to do with nobody hanging around here.
Hanging around here.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Could I reaction Overwatch net?
Yeah, it counts like an attack, so sure.
Yeah.
So that would be just. Is that a? Do I add anything to it? I guess I don't.
Your
add
grit.
anything
You would
to
add your
grit,
grit
right?
to it. So D20 plus your grit.
14 to hit.
All right, that is a hit.
Save 12.
All right. And her whole save is not as high as the bull's, but she still has a 3. So 15, 16, 17, 18.
Doesn't work.
All right, and you have spent 1 of your nets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So then she boosts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's somebody in the workshop. I think we've got Melody left.
Yeah, sure. 2.
Me too, but
4.
that's okay. She can go first. I'm good with that.
Okay. Actually, I won't move. Right there.
Okay. Yeah, you get that
Because I
thing you can do
can
with a lock on, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
And you got
Exactly.
range. I think we figured out on almost everything on the board.
I'm basically everything on the board.
All right, so what are you doing
Make sure.
to this poor turtle cow?
Ready. So I'm going to see. That's a main launcher. That's good. Is it 15? That's the range.
Yeah, he's within
Of
range. We
my.
already checked that.
Yeah. No, I'm making sure he's within 15 of me. Yes. Okay. We're going to shoot. With the autopod.
Okay. If it requires a roll, then give me a roll. Evade is a 10. Or does it require one if you've got the lock on?
I don't have a. Oh, the trigger is another character attacks a target within 15 range of you and consumes lock on. That's the trigger.
Okay.
So I can't use it. That's fine.
Well, Audrey had attacked that one.
But I didn't consume it. That's the difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we thought
Because I can pick and
Rappy was
choose.
going to need it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so somebody needs to consume it. As long as it's within 15 range of me, and then I can just attack it.
Okay. If we had realized that, I am certain Duba would have consumed it.
Yeah.
So we will go ahead and just count that one as consumed this time, since this is a new something, we were confused about it.
Okay.
So go ahead and trigger it, or do your thing, and I'll remove the last one.
It didn't. It does 3 kinetic because I don't roll for it, I guess.
Okay.
It just does nothing.
Guess it
It's
does
got
nothing.
3 armor, doesn't it?
And resistance to kinetic.
Ah. Well then, that is my go, I guess. What is it, Vin?
Nothing. He just wants your attention.
No, he wants his father's attention.
Then why is Dad neglecting him?
Because that's what he does best, I guess.
Poor cat. All right. I think I've got 2 bulls left.
And I think I'm the last one on the workshop. So
Yeah. So this bull he's not running away. He's just going to go protect the herd that's already left. 4, 5, 6, 1, and then boost for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So he's not off the map, but he's right at the edge of the map.
That one. Okay.
Yeah. So this one down here is the only one I have left to move.
Yep.
But the dog gets to go first.
yeah, I'm gonna go right here,
That's not what I did.
and I'm going to try and cable winch him first. He needs to make a hull save.
All right. He got a 14.
He saved.
Okay. You can improvise the attack and just kick him. That'd be kinetic.
I'm going to use Mimetic Spark, and I am going to deal 3 damage armor piercing to him.
All right. What sort of damage does that
energy.
do? Energy. All right.
3 AP energy damage.
All right. So he takes the straight 3. Then it is his go.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to try and bite you first.
Okay.
He has advantage on that and a +2 attack roll. So he got a 24.
Reduce it by a d6. Roll a d6 and reduce it by that.
I said he had a 24. No, he had a 23. But I rolled a 6 on the dice to reduce it.
So he no longer
he
crits,
hits,
still
but it
hits.
is not a crit.
Yep.
So it is
Yay, superior
only
intellect.
6 points of damage. Kinetic damage, if that matters.
Does it? I do have 1 armor, so I only take 5.
All right. So then he is going to move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He basically moves through your space, ignoring engagement. Now he can't stop in your space. Space is occupied by other characters. Take damage. So take 3 points of damage as he tramples through you, and then off the board.
So 2 minus the armor. Well, 3 minus 1 armor, so 2.
Correct. It counts as kinetic damage. So. And is there anybody left?
That's it.
All right.
That's
Well,
it.
we got through that round fairly quickly. Yeah, because Whip tried. Yeah, we got everybody. So next week we will be starting with the beginning of round 3. Already rolled. No. The random event does not. Okay. I think that's going to be a thing this campaign. All the random events I set up are just never going to trigger for dice rolls.
Just gotta get them to trigger by themselves.
And it's a D6.
Just
I think
gotta
it
be
come
like,
up 6
you know what?
occasionally.
You gotta be like, you know what? Triggered.
Comes up a D6 when it's something against me. Anyway, I hope y'all had fun. Hopefully we've got we have figured our new stuff out.
Should by the end of the month.
Yeah, which will be
Yeah.
time to get a new thing to figure out. But
While
that's
you're
kind
down
of
2 people.
But that's kind of oh, that's true. Anyway, I hope anybody that comes by and watches this enjoyed us stumbling and fumbling.
It's the scuff that keeps bringing them back.
Scuff that smiles
You're
back.
so awkward. I just can't turn away. That guy keeps forgetting his words. Does he have dementia? All right. So yeah, we will be back next week to hopefully wrap this up at another turn and then move on. But we shall see. Will you actually be able to catch any of the turtle cows, or will they all scamper away from you?
I got 2 of them immobilized
so
over
far.
here.
And that's what, 4 points?
Oh, we still gotta catch him in the net.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If we
Yeah, but if-
capture those 2, that'll be 4 points.
No, those are not predators.
Oh.
Those are
it'd be
herbivores.
Yeah.
They're a
2
point
points.
apiece.
We'd only get 2 points.
Oh.
Mhm.
Then which ones are the predators?
You haven't
Smaller
seen
None
any
of
yet.
these.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen
None of these
Oh.
are predators.
Damn.
Not-
They're also
they're all
locked
cows.
on.
they're all just a herd.
Mm.
Just a herd of cows.
And
Yeah.
those points are how many you have
That
to have
is.
over the entire mission for the month.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure you accumulate enough points through all the missions. So anyway, everybody out there, I hope y'all will come back next week. Again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me was Carr playing Tiana. Eric playing Uriah. Rappy playing Melody. Sarah playing Vika. Duba playing Audrey. Jeremy playing Cortev. And Patrick playing Freddy. And we will see y'all next time.
Good night.